Well, so there's representatives of Lviv Arsenal, a company, and then two representatives of the government civil servants in the defense ministry. One of them has been named as Alexander Liev by anti-corruption activists and other sources cited in the media. The SBU didn't actually name him, but he is he was in the procurement department at the defense ministry until February 2023. He had long been a very controversial figure who was also accused of having supported Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. And people were saying, what is he doing in the defense ministry? Those voices ultimately got him ousted in February 2023. But almost immediately, there were also criticisms raised against his replacement, Thomas Nakhur, who is still in the job, and he is the second person being named by anti-corruption activists and other sources as the two civil servants arrested in this probe. He apparently continued the same corruption scheme that Alexander Liev had started. In this particular case, it was a deal for the purchase of 110,000 artillery rounds at a value of about $40,000. The SBU says that the money has now been recuperated. The Ukrainian state has the money. Basically, it was sent to accounts outside of Ukraine, supposedly for the munitions to be delivered, and they never were delivered. This was, though, it's worth underlining, back in August 2022. Anti-corruption activists do say that things have improved in terms of defense procurement and the transparency and the anti-corruption mechanisms there since Oleksiy Reznikov was replaced as defense minister by Rustem Umerov in September 2023.
But nonetheless, Gulliver, this does come at an uncertain time for support for Ukraine, doesn't it?
Oh, well, and particularly in terms of artillery munitions, that's the big problem that Ukrainian forces on the front line are facing at the moment. As Western support is looking uncertain, they are having to economize on artillery rounds, and they've got a very severe disadvantage in terms of firepower against the Russians. They're trying to make up for it by using drones instead of artillery, but drones can only be used in certain weather conditions. It's not exactly the same, and of course, they don't have an infinite number of drones either. Of course, this purchase dates back to August 2022. It doesn't directly affect the situation at the moment, but it does affect, I think, the level of anger among Ukrainians when they hear about things like this, knowing that on the front line there's such a shortage of munitions.